In the world today, we are pushed strenuously to be successful. Our parents are pushing us. Our teachers are pushing us. Our friends and peers are pushing us. Our team captains are pushing us. Our bosses and coworkers are pushing us to be successful. First of all, how do we define successful? Is it set on somebody else's terms, on society's terms, on if you make this much money, you're successful. If you have this job title, you're successful. Or if you do this great thing, you're successful. No, I think that we're being pushed negatively. We're being pushed into things that are not making us happy. And I think that success is defined by our happiness. So in the long run, the more happy you are, the more successful you have ultimately become. The problem with this is, and the main point of this video series and blog series that I'm doing is we lack the motivation to strive for success and to be happy. Whether it's just being lazy or not having the right people around us, not hearing the right things, all this stuff can come together and not bring success or not bring motivation. So my main goal in this video series, this is the introduction. Each about every week or so, I'm gonna have a new video up. I'm gonna call it the motivations for success. Well, and we'll talk about different things, and the reason I'm doing it is because people have told me personally that I am ambitious. Well, I never saw it because yes, I have plenty of goals and dreams that I want to do, and I'm actively staying busy all the time to the point that it stresses me out. But at the same time, I guess in a way that I have been successful, so I want to show others what kind of things I've went through and so forth. And it's not only just the ways that I've came up with, it's been through reading things on motivational people, inspirational people, and hearing things and seeing different videos and movies and just bringing stuff in, and then also just paying attention to other people around me, because whether you know it or not, everybody gives off a light. If you see your friend accomplish something, whether you're jealous or whatever, that's motivational because he accomplished something and you want to do better. That's most of the time. Yeah, sometimes you may be happy for them, but at the same time, you wish you were in their shoes. You see a coworker get a raise at work. Well, where's my raise? So I'm gonna work just as hard. That's being motivated into doing things. Um, Receiving compliments from people or just a hug can really motivate somebody's day, make them feel happy, and make them strive towards what they want to accomplish in that day. So it's all gonna start. I guess next week I'm gonna do a time management real quick video with a blog, and it's basically gonna break down into time, how we're wasting too much of it when we can be successful and be striving towards that. So just something to keep in mind until then is think of ways that you can motivate yourself. And I've actually broken down motivation into two different categories. That's sustainable motivation and unsustainable motivation. And sustainable motivation is motivation that's going to be there for a long time. These are things like you've fallen in love with somebody and you strive to you want to be with them, you want the relationship to be successful. So that's kind of motivation that's always there until, of course, it ends, the relationship ends. Um, and then you have unsustainable motivation, and that's just basically seeing a motivational video before you do a workout that just pumps you up. It's not going to last for a long time. It will if you continuously watch it each and every time, but it eventually dies out. So we'll be talking about those two types of motivation, just different things to really kick it up and get people fired up and ready to strive forth towards what they want. Because the society that I see in today, as I see well, starting with the generation before me really, and then going into my generation, and definitely the motivation that's coming up behind me, we're lazy, and I don't know if it's just because of the system that's around in the world, and that's not really shedding people a whole lot of opportunity. But again, I feel like we cannot depend upon other people. Just like in the book Atlas Shrugged, the major character John Galt, and if you don't know who John Galt is, too long to explain. Nobody can honestly explain that. You need to look it up. But he says in there that I swear by my life and my love for it that I will never live my life for the sake of another man, nor ask another man to live his for mine. And the way that I see that is, yes, other people can drive us and push us, but ultimately it's us who accept that motivation. We can easily just as well turn it down as we do accept it. So everything is upon you. Think about that going into this week. Everything's based on you. You have the power to do things. Think of ways that you can be motivated to bring forth happiness, get things done. Because when we get things done and we knock stuff off of our to-do list, the stress level goes from here all the way down here, and our happiness is like this, and it rises. So thank you for watching, and have a wonderful week.